The star on this base is actually much more challenging than what you might first think, and it's probably the most challenging part you'll have to make out of 5.2 and 5.5, which surprises me why Project Lead the Way thinks that you should have this as your 5th problem ever using Inventor. Let's go ahead and start with a polygon. There's 5 sides, and we are going to make the bottom half of this horizontal. So I have a horizontal constraint here. I'm going to make a circle inside of it, snap that to an edge. I'm going to dimension the circle, and I'm going to make the circle 0.301. So now my pentagon will change with the circle. It's an inscribed circle. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 lines, and this part also gets a little bit tricky because when you lock to certain points like here or here, if you notice the dotted lines, it messes all kinds of things up. So I'm just going to come down some distance, make sure I'm not making any geometries that I don't want, and I'm going to dimension this distance to be 0.15. I also want this point to line up with this point, and that these 2 sides would be equal. So the easiest way to do that is if I use my equal constraint. I click on the one first and then the other. And if you've already done your geometric constraint problems, this will make a lot more sense. Okay, now that I have this, I don't need much of anything anymore. Oh, yes I do. I need to say how far this tip is away from this edge. So let's switch back to dimension mode, and I need to check my sheet to see what those numbers are supposed to be. Okay, looks like from that point to this line should be 0.05, and from this line to that same point is going to be 0.49. Okay, so now I'm done dimensioning things. I'm going to delete this dimension. I'm going to switch to trim, and I'm going to make this kind of look like a teardrop. So I'm just clicking and dragging past the parts that I don't need. Finish your sketch and extrude. We are going to remove material, so I'm cutting, and I'm going to change the distance to all. And now I have a part of my star. I'm going to use the circular pattern, use this whole extrusion as the feature, and then for the rotation axis I'm going to choose just the cylindrical portion. This is just a 5-point star, so I change it from 6 to 5, hit enter, and we're done.